Hey everybody, Noah Ray Tatum here, and coming at you again with another song from the archives, something that I wrote a long time ago, but I'd like to share with you afresh today. So I recorded it with the phone and the software, just acoustically, just me, just raw and real, and wanted to bring that back. And I'm going to continue to do this in this new series called the Songs I Like to Sing Song Series, right? Again, such a huge, clever name, but I just wanted to start archiving and bringing out to you maybe a lot of the people that I've met over the past few years who may not have heard a lot of the old songs I've written, even some from the old albums, and to give you an opportunity to hear those so that they bless you and minister to you. So, with that said, a couple things. First, my music you can find at noelraytatum.com, and you can find my music pretty much on all the streaming sites. Apple Music and YouTube Music and Spotify and all the rest, Amazon and all that stuff. I work with a program called DistroKid that distributes all that music across all those apps. So you can find my stuff anywhere. Just, search Noah Ray Tatum and some albums will pop up and a couple singles. I Am He is a single. Here Comes the Apocalypse is another single. And an album I did, which was like an all-encompassing album of a lot of the old songs I've done called The Journey So Far. It features some acoustic songs, some full band songs from an old band I was a part of called Ammunition Band, and which I, wrote and recorded those songs, and just wanted to kind of still have them available to everybody to listen to. So without further ado, the song today that I want to be bringing to you guys is called Prodigal Son. And so I know I mentioned it a lot, but years and years ago when I was touring the U.S. with a band, you have a lot of experiences, and those experiences stick with you. They stay with you. And, some not so great, some amazing. Some things were just like, yeah, there's a learning curve. But I remember one of the ministers that toured with us, he had some health issues. And I remember the grind year after year. And even with me, you try to look cool and dress cool for all these shows, and my back would begin to hurt, with wearing the cool boots and things like that. And you'd realize that you'd be out all day and you hadn't eaten, and you're like starving, and then you're thirsty, and then you don't sleep well, and you're having to run the generator and stuff in the RV and all that stuff. So whatever, boo-hoo-hoo, right? No one cares. It's not like it's this big, terrible thing. What I'm saying is that in every form of ministry, there's sort of the side to it that people don't see. All that they see sometimes in ministry on the Sunday morning is that the pastor's dressed nice and he looks good and he's showered and he's ready to go. He's got his 5-point sermon, and they don't see, even like with the worship team, all that goes into it. The hours they put into rehearsal, the frustration with trying to find the right key. Maybe one of the band members is sick. Maybe their family's dealing with health issues, or one of them has cancer or something. We just really never know what's going on behind the curtain, behind the scenes in ministries, especially when it comes to ministers. And a lot of times they'll reserve those hardships for their closest allies, who knows that they won't judge them for maybe their frailty or weakness, or moments of insecurity, moments where they mess up. And so the song Prodigal Son is a song that's kind of like, it's a tad bit woe is me in a way. There's a line in there that says, it ain't easy being me. But it's true. And a lot of us, whether we want to admit it or not, sometimes God has called us and appointed us to positions that aren't easy. And sometimes it's not easy being me. It's not easy being you. You're called to love. You're called to preach. You're called to teach. You're called to minister. You're called to a position in church that maybe is a little bit more difficult than you anticipated. So I wrote that song based on that. There's this other part of it, that there's storms at night, that there's things that you go through in sleepless nights when you're awake and you can't sleep, and you're burdened with ministry. You're burdened for souls. You're burdened for the harvest. You're burdened with, how am I going to make this ministry work? How am I going to, gather the coats for the coat drive? How am I going to pay for the coffee? How am I going to make sure that there's places to sit? There's so many things that we go through. And so the song is that you feel sometimes estranged from God because all of the ministry begins to suck you dry of those great feelings in the beginning, which were just the goosebumps and the buzz and the atmosphere in the room. And sometimes ministry can sort of, suck that out of you a little bit. And I pray that as you listen to the song, that you would feel the heart behind it and see the emotion behind it and let the words kind of minister to you. And it's not a woe is me song. It's that in the midst of us feeling like prodigal sons, feeling like we're estranged from God, that we're far out from God, even when we know we're called and we're a part of the family, God picks us up when we feel like there's absolutely no way we can get through this and make it through this. So I pray that the song blesses you. So without further ado, please enjoy this song that I wrote called Prodigal Son. Thank you guys. Peace. Jesus, won't you save me from this body that's wretched? I've been crying, I've been begging, I've been praying, but all I got is this regret. Both those storms at night, Lord, they keep me awake in my bed. Those storms at night, Lord, they'll come from my own head. It ain't easy being me, 'cause of love, yes, you call to breathe, yeah. When I'm down, there's no one there to pick me up and set my load above. Come on. Jesus, won't you fill me? I'm so thirsty. This world has left me dry. I've been wandering in this desert, Lord. Gotta save me. You gotta save me. Feels like I'm gonna die. Yeah, but the storms at night, oh, the storms at night, Lord, they keep me awake in my bed. Yeah, those storms at night, Lord, they'll come from my own being mean. Caught in love, yes, you called a preach. When I'm down, there's no one there to pick me up, sit my load above. Sometimes I feel like a prodigal son. Harmonica died a couple times, but we'll just roll with it, man.